Hi and welcome to my channel. My name is Brindis and in today's video we are talking about the books I'm gonna read in January. This is a bit of an awkward situation, but this is my physical TBR here behind me in my bedroom, and it's very tight. It's a very small room, so it's very and I can't really angle my camera. Anyway, we're gonna try it this way and then maybe I will figure out a different way for next time. And I can't really sit because of some back issues that I have, so it's a thing. But yeah, what I want to read for in January. So if you've seen my 2025 goals, you would know that basically my goals for 2025 is not to have goals. I really like some sort of a structure, so I'm going to normally I would read about 10 books a month. That's kind of my average, like over the last several years. And so I decided that I'm gonna pick from my TBR jars, books from my physical TBR, 5 books from the jars, and then just 5 books I'm just gonna, or the rest of the books that I read in a month are just gonna be whatever I feel like. Yeah, so that's kind of just the setup of this thing. So let me show you my TBR jars. I decided to move it just a little bit so I can stand here. So I have, there are 3 categories for my physical TBR. There are classics, which is like classics and modern classics. And then I have non-classics, and then I have fantasy. So the non-classics is basically everything like fiction that is not classics and not fantasy. Very broad category. It's not that, I don't have that many, as you can see, I don't have that many in that categories. Let me see. This is my non-classics. I have the ones that I own as audiobooks and the one that I own that I don't have audiobooks in different TBR jars. My classics, on the other hand, is like basically full. These are the classics that I have that I also have audiobooks. And then these are classics that I have that I don't have the audiobooks. So for January, I'm only going to pick from these that I have the audiobooks for. And that is because I am going to be reading one book by Brandon Sanderson. Let me pick it up. So I'm going to be reading The Bands of Mourning by Brandon Sanderson, which is book number 6 in the Mistborn series. And I don't have this as an audiobook, so this is something that I'm going to be reading. It's a physical copy, the physical copy of it. And this is the only physical copy that I want to read in January, unless something strikes me as super interesting. I'm probably still going to be finishing some Christmas books that I got for Christmas, that are also physical copies, but this is gonna be my physical copy basically for January. And I don't want to, I'm having some issues with reading books, physical copies of books. I just want to listen to them, and so I'm not gonna force myself to read more than just this one. But I do have a lot of them as physical copies as well as the audiobook. So I'm gonna show you the physical copies, even if I'm not going to be physically reading them. So, the TBR jars. I'm going to start with a non-classic. So basically how it works is, in this jar, non-classics audio, I have several books, like I said, in my non-classic category. So these are historical fiction, literary fiction, contemporary fiction. There are a couple of thrillers there, even mysteries or whatever. And basically that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pull one out from here, and they are down there. There is a video coming soon, I think, on this channel where I'm going to show you as I'm rearranging and changing up my bookshelves. But basically, these are my physical TBR plus a few that are on different shelves. And I have, I think I'm just gonna pull one. I'm just gonna take one from this jar, like I said. Please be something lovely. I don't know. I'm just not in the mood to be reading anything like that is not classics or fantasy. So, but I want to try to make myself. Memoirs of a Geisha, just a minute. So this is by Arthur Golden, Memoirs of a Geisha, or Geisha, I don't know how to say that. So you would, now I've been saying that I'm just going to read what I want to read, and then I make a face when I pick this book. And I think what I also want to do is, because I've been buying books that I don't necessarily know too much about or haven't been feeling super excited, it's just like, oh, it's a nice book, I'll just buy it. I need to stop doing that. But I also want to just read the books that I own and then get rid of them if I don't like them. So that's basically my approach to a lot of these books, is going to be to at least start it. And if I find that I'm not enjoying it, or it's just not the type of book that I enjoy, I mean, I know that this is a really good book. It's gotten like, they made a picture of movie out of it, and it's gotten, critical acclaim. But it's not necessarily the type of book that I enjoy. So I'm going to start it and see how I enjoy it. And if I enjoy it, I will keep the copy. And if I don't enjoy it, I will DNF it, because I'm not going to force myself to read something that I'm not excited about. And then I can also donate, declutter, unhaul this copy. But the second book on my TBR plus my Sanderson, Memoirs of a Geisha. But now we get to the part that I'm excited about, and that's my classics. I am such a classics reader that it's my favorite type of literature, for sure. There are definitely going to be books in here that I'm not as excited about as other books. And also there are a couple books in here that I probably should not have put them in here, because I don't think I'm gonna want to read them even if I pick them. So I might put them back. So, but we'll see. But I'm gonna take 4 from this jar. Okay. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. I think I'm just gonna draw 4, and then I'm gonna go get the books. Oh! The Mill on the Floss by George Eliot. I read Middlemarch in 2024, and I really loved it. So I'm excited about George Eliot. Oh, I'm so excited! Yay! The Moonstone by Wilkie Collins. I almost read this book in December. But then I was just too busy with Tolkien and Agatha Christie. Definitely a good. Oh my God! Nicholas Nickleby by Charles Dickens. That's a big one. A View from the Bridge by Arthur Miller. Okay, let me go and pick them up, find those books and show you. Okay, so we have The Mill on the Floss by George Eliot. I'm not gonna read you the synopsis or anything, because I like to go into the books relatively blind, but it's something about provincial life, and yeah, I really look forward to this one. It's a little bit big for sure, but how many pages? Let me see. 467. So it's definitely not a short one, but I'm excited about that. The Mill on the Floss. Then we have The Moonstone by Wilkie Collins. I'm so excited. It's going to be the first book that I read for sure. Oh, it's fantastic. It's like a thriller mystery type of a book. I loved The Woman in White. It was so good and so entertaining and enjoyable. So I'm super excited about The Moonstone. And then we have Nicholas Nickleby, which is like huge. That's the only reason why I'm a little bit yeah. So anyway, so Nicholas becomes a tutor at the school. Yeah. Anyway, I have a feel like I think I've seen a movie or a miniseries, but I'm not sure. But oh my god, it's so big. Like seriously. But I like the fact that there are like. Obviously, I'm gonna be listening to this, but what is it like? Oh, how many pages? 800. Oh my god, 800. 830 pages. Oh my god. But I am excited about finally reading some Dickens. I did read A Christmas Carol in December, and that was fun. So it's been a very, very, very long time since I read a Dickens, like decades. So I'm excited to get into that, even though this one is quite big. And then the last one is very small, and that is Arthur Miller. So these are plays. The one that I drew there was A View from the Bridge, which is the short of the plays in here. But there's also All My Sons. And this is like a modern classics. A View from the Bridge is from 1955, and All My Sons is from 1947. So I'm probably going to try to listen to both of them, unless they are just terribly boring, and then I will just declutter the book. But I'm finding that I actually enjoy listening to plays. So basically, if the narration or the dramatization is well done, and it's like a radio play, it can be really fun. And I listened to several of those this year already. So I don't really know that much about Arthur Miller. I mean, I know the name for sure, but yeah. Oh, buddy. It feels like a lot of books, given that there are 6 books, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, because I have a Shantyson there. But these are the books that I'm gonna read. And we'll see how I like them. I'm gonna be very, very like, if I don't like a book in the first few pages, I'm not gonna read more than 50 pages or something before I DNF it, because life's too short. I have too many books to read. I'm not gonna read books I don't enjoy. So we'll see. Hopefully I will just love all of these. But I'm very excited about it, actually. And then the rest of the books that I'm going to be reading this month, because I'm sure that I will read more than 6. Well, I'm not sure. We'll see. I might read more than 6. We'll see what happens. But those are going to be just books that I'm just going to pick. I'm going to try to keep to the books on my shelves. But I'm not going to force myself. If I just see something fun on my audiobook app and I just want to read it, listen to it, I will. Of course, I'm also reading Agatha Christie. I think I have maybe somewhere between 5 and 10 of the Poirot books left, and I'm like making my way through all of those books. And so I have a feeling there are gonna be a couple of Agatha Christie's in there as well, and then we'll just kind of see where the month takes us. And yeah, I guess that's that. I'm gonna see, at least this is the first month that I'm going to try to do this and just have a few books for my pile of possibilities. Although they are more of, I think they are actually more of a TBR, but I'm going to be very strict with DNFing, like I said. If I don't like it, I'm going to either just hard DNF it and get rid of it, or I'm going to soft DNF it because maybe it's just not the right time. And I'm not going to read books if I'm not enjoying it, for sure. And then, yeah, like I said, we'll just see what happens with the rest of my reading for the month. But yeah, that's that. So, do you have plans for what you're going to read in January? Let me know in the comments and let's have a chat. Let me know if you read any of these books and if you enjoyed them or not. You know, no spoilers, obviously, but let me know your thoughts. And I will see you in my next one. Bye.